Hey, what's up, guys? So I wanted to do a little bit of a different video today, kind of just like an educational video for waxing. So I had waxed these previously with the Fjallraven like bar wax, which, if I remember correctly, it just says. It doesn't say the exact ingredients, but it's like beeswax and then something else. Where did it go? Oh, paraffin and then beeswax. That's what it was. And then there was, of course, there's probably some other stuff in there. But anyway, I tried using this stuff, and then I actually did test it before I went over to the OtterWax Boot Wax. And so a few things that I found out while using this one versus the Boot Wax. So I put this on first and then tested the water repellency of it. And it actually beaded up water better than the Otter Boot Wax here. And it didn't leave any like weird residue or anything like that. And then whenever I went over to wow, I can't talk today, this boot wax, I had noticed that like the boots were a little like, I don't know, it gave kind of like an oily feel to the boot versus this did not. And it was less water repellency on the boot itself, which was crazy. So like this one, I just did another coat of this on top of this, because I was like, whatever, screw it. Like, I don't want to have to wash this multiple times to be able to get that boot wax off. So I just redid it with this. And so that's pretty much what it looks like with the Fjallraven wax. And then my mix, I just put, well, first of all, I changed out the Kilty because I hated having 6-inch Kilties on an 8-inch boot, so I just bought the 11-inch and then cut it down. Anyway, see how like greasy and weird that looks compared to the Drews? So I had used this boot wax on it and then tested these, and dirt and grime and all that is now like just sitting inside of the threads here. And I even tried cleaning them to see if I could get the dirt out, and with the oily stickiness of this boot wax, the dirt and stuff is stuck in the threads now, and it sucks because I'm severely OCD with my boots. But as far as these have been great. There's of course still that sawhorse motion, but I don't feel it underfoot when walking anymore. Thank God that actually did end up going away. But yeah, I just wanted to do a little quick video on the two different waxes that I've used. Easy to put on, easy to apply, easy to use basically. Requires a little more work, but has more water repellency than the OtterWax Boot Wax. I think I might just put this over the wax on these nicks here, because I personally like the fit of the nicks than I do my Drews for work. It's just a little bit tighter in the toe box. Not enough to where my feet are squeezing, but to where like my toes can still splay, but not so much that if I'm on uneven ground that my toe slides off to the side of the boot like I do with the Drews. Like the Drews, I really have to cinch down, and I even went, my Brannock size is 10, and I went 9D on those, and then these are 9.5D with the Thurman 55 last. And so, sorry, OCD, ADHD, whatever you want to call it, it's getting at me with dog hair on my boots. Anyway, yeah, just wanted to do a quick update on the waxes that I've used and my experiences with them. Again, takes a little bit more work to put on. You got to scrub it on and then apply heat to it. for it to soak into the leather or the material you're using it on. This is typically used for like cotton canvas, but I just decided to try it since it was the only wax that I had before I got this on my Drews, and it ended up being a lot better at water repellency. So if that's what you need for your boots, I would definitely recommend going with some kind of bar wax that has paraffin and beeswax in it. If you want something that's a little bit easier to apply, but it still gives water repellency to your boot, just not as the water doesn't beat up as well, I'd go with the Otter Wax. It's a lot easier. Like, you just take a cloth, like a lint-free cloth, scrub it on, and then scrub it on the boot, and then buff it once you're done with the boot with a horse hairbrush, and you're good. Like, that's it. You don't have to apply. You don't have to rub the wax on it and then take a scrubber to push it into the fibers of the whatever you're putting it on, and then apply heat and all that crap. So depends on what's worth it to you. But yeah, that's my experience with waxing boots. If you guys have any questions, just leave a comment. God bless.